Do not rush to go out there and meet new women after a breakup. A lot of guys seem to believe that if they hook up with a new woman or if they get into another relationship quickly, it will help them move on and heal faster. And in my opinion, it doesn't. Because you're running away from yourself. You're desperate for company because you don't like being alone. Or at least for some of you, it makes you forget about your shortcomings. You don't have to look in the mirror. And that's a problem. There's nothing wrong with meeting new women. In fact, I want you guys, after a breakup, to eventually go out there and find yourself a good woman to get into a relationship with. But rushing to do so signals insecurity. I can't handle being alone. I need another woman quickly. And believe me, a quick fuck ain't gonna fix nothing. It won't. And I do not endorse hookup culture. I make it very clear on my channel. I think it zaps men of their creative energy, and it leads to a whole list of negative consequences. Potential STDs, unwanted pregnancies, and it's just a dark, dark road to go down. I want you fellas to derive fulfillment from the life you live as a single man. A woman will simply walk into your life and complement your already incredible life. The issue with a lot of guys is they believe that a woman coming into their life will just change everything and now they'll feel complete. No, you should be complete without a woman in your life. And what I mean by that is she's not responsible for you feeling complete. A woman's energy and her femininity is one of the life's greatest pleasures. It is, as a man, to experience. I'm not denying that whatsoever. But if you're a broken man and there's a lot of things that you haven't addressed in your life, a woman walking into your life isn't magically going to fix that. In fact, she doesn't want to be your mother. She doesn't want to walk into your life and fix you. If you're a mess, you need to look in the mirror and be like, man, I need to change some shit. After my last serious relationship ended over 2 years ago, I went into that deep state of reflection. I didn't rush to meet new women, not at all. I looked in the mirror and I said, Ali, there's some things you have to change. I took accountability for my flaws in the relationship. I didn't deny that there were any, no. And the girl that I was in a relationship with was a great girl. Things obviously broke down between us, and there were several reasons for that. Some were my fault, some were her fault. But I take 100% responsibility for my part to play in the breakup. Was I a perfect man? Far from it. Looking back, I lost touch of my purpose. I just became a shadow of who I was when I first met her. I wasn't constantly pushing for improvement. I was confused, out of shape towards the end of the relationship. And this is why I say, guys, that self-improvement is an ongoing process. You don't arrive. You know, success is not a destination. When you're in a relationship, and even without a relationship, you're always in a state of constant improvement. Remember, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse, fellas. If you stop working out, you don't keep the same body as it is right now. No, you will gain some pounds, or maybe you will lose some muscle. If you don't work on your communication skills, if you're a speaker, you will get rusty. And this is why it helps to constantly engage in public speaking engagements or creating content where you have to speak in front of a camera. It improves how you communicate. The more frequently you engage in an activity, the quicker and the better you're going to become. So I took full accountability for my part to play, and I started looking inwards. Right, Ali, things need to change going forward. You cannot be this slow ever again in your life. And I didn't blame her, by the way. Let me make this very clear. At the end of a relationship, typically guys will play the blame game. It's your fault. You're the one who did. No. Look at the man in the mirror and address your shortcomings. What did you not do? You probably stopped working on yourself. Stopped working out. Stopped taking care of yourself in general. You lost touch of what your purpose truly was, and you became a shadow of the man that you were when you met her. Take 100% accountability, man. It's a masculine trait to take accountability. Stop running away from who the fuck you are. If you're a terrible person, tell yourself, you know what? I've made some mistakes and I need to improve. It's constructive criticism. I don't want you to feel like a victim and, oh, this shit always happens to me. No. You're addressing the problem so that you can become better. If you don't become so much better after a breakup, you have wasted an opportunity to improve. That pain that you go through after a breakup is incredibly powerful if you tap into it. If you don't, you let it go to waste. And unfortunately, a lot of guys get worse after a breakup. And then they may run into their ex at some point and she looks at him and she thinks, wow, what happened to you? And at the back of her mind, she thinks, thank fuck I left this dude. I was right. I want you to improve for you. Not because you want to take revenge. Nah, that's not a good emotion. Improve because you deserve a great life. You deserve to experience incredible memories. See incredible places. Meet incredible people. And you can only do that if you take 100% responsibility for your part to play. Do not rush into another relationship with a woman. It's not going to fix anything. You're just going to continue running away from yourself. Work on you. If your finances are not in order, you're out of shape, that should be your main focus over the next 1 or 2 years. And even after 1 or 2 years, don't rush to get into a relationship. Get crystal clear on what exactly you want from a woman. Get crystal clear on that. And don't settle for less. Don't be like, well, yeah, okay. Do not negotiate your core values. This is what I believe strongly in. And I want to make sure that the woman that I meet, who I want to get into a relationship with, should also share the same core values. Now, of course, she's going to have different interests when it comes to the TV shows she likes watching or just personality traits in general, but the core values must remain intact for you. You do not negotiate on those. And then from there, you just observe how she conducts herself in the relationship, and you're always, at the back of your mind, always looking to improve yourself. Jim Rohn said it best. I will take care of me for you as long as you take care of you for me. Always remain in a constant state of improvement in a relationship. Keep working on yourself. Get better when you're with her. Why would you give her a worse version of yourself as time goes on? Why would you let yourself deteriorate over time? That's not fair on you, but it's also not fair on her. She didn't sign up with this deal. She didn't sign up to be with a guy who gets worse over time. Get better. Your partner deserves the strongest possible version of you. Your kids deserve the best version of you. Everybody around you, your parents, siblings, they deserve the best version of you. Give them that. And you ultimately deserve the best version of you. Because the consequences of being the best version of you is that you live a remarkable life. Don't you want that? Don't you want to see the smiles on your parents' faces when you're able to fly them out anywhere, when you're able to buy them nice things? Don't you want your woman to be in absolute comfort without having to stress about money or career or this and that? You want to be able to provide for her. Don't you want that? And look, guys, don't fall into the trap of becoming pessimistic after a relationship ends as well. Oh no, all these women are the same. No, that's just childish, bro. And it makes you look emotional. And it also makes you look naive and childish. Like, there are good women out there. It's up to you to vet the women to make sure that they're up to your standard. And especially the better you become, the more you need to vet a person to make sure that they're going to come into your life and complement your life and not cause you headaches, right? So don't rush into another relationship, man. Take the time to fix what the fuck is wrong with you. Take as much time as you need. I'm not in another relationship since the last one ended. I'm not. There's no rush for me. I've massively improved my life over the last 2 years. Massively. I tapped into that pain and I used it to transform myself, and I continue to do so. When I say continue to do so, I'm not in pain and agony every day, but I continue to improve every single day. And that's what I want for you guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give this video a like, comment, let me know what you think down below. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'll see you boys in the next one.